Hey guys, this is Dave from Fat to Fit. I want to give a review. Today's Friday. Better on turn. I want to give a review today, and I want to talk to. This isn't so much on the eugenics review. I can tell you how I'm feeling, but I want to get in more of this carnivore and what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling, because I really think it's important. It's the 30-day challenge, and Dr. Sean Baker, who is like the aficionado of the carnivore diet, he kind of stumbled onto this, and I've been doing a lot of research on different things, and this one thing you guys know, I have talked about different diets that I've been on, and I've gone through. I have been a vegetarian. I have been vegan. I have been, I always say Presbyterian, but it's not that, where you can eat fish and you drink milk and stuff like that. I've done keto. And now I'm doing carnivore diet. Now, let me digress. Let me back up a little bit. I was a vegetarian for 2 years, okay? And did it have benefits? Yes. Can't say it didn't. And let me get into the diet thing. Every diet that you want to try, one may work for you, and the other one may not. Let me get that clear. I am not touting what I'm doing over what you're doing. If you're a vegetarian, good luck with that. If you're now, when I was a vegetarian, let's clear some things up. Did I lose my strength? No. I found the proteins that I needed, and no, I didn't lose my strength. I was still benching 500 pounds, over 500 pounds. And I was sharp, but I wasn't as full. Muscle-wise, strong. That's something that I can't say because I've always been naturally strong. It doesn't, it does matter what you eat, but I've always been naturally strong. So far from me saying you can't be strong on a vegetarian diet, that's bull. Okay, let's get that clear. Let's get that out in the open. And before you guys start talking shit, all right. My lips won't be wet. Okay, so let's get that clear. All right, so, but was I as filled? The reason I stopped doing the vegetarian diet, like I said, I was a strict vegetarian for 2 years. I came home, my mom was cooking some chicken, and the smell was overwhelming. I lost my mind. I had to have some chicken. That ended my vegetarian that day. I tried being a vegan for about 3 months. That I was never filled. I'll tell you that now. I was. It just didn't sit right with me. Different structure of different folks. Okay. The best I've ever looked, and you look at some of my pictures when I was 51. I had my abs were coming in, my arms look really good. The best I've ever looked is when I do keto. That's when I lose the most weight. That's when that goes. Now that is my body. I'm not a doctor. If you want to see a doctor, you want to follow a doctor, go to Dr. Baker Sean and look at his videos or contact him. I'm not a doctor. These aren't recommendations. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons, the benefits, and the negative. Okay? As a vegetarian, I never felt my muscles full, as they are now. The best I feel is when I eat meat as a lifter and so on and so forth. So And I'm finding that out as I go through the stages. You know, you try different things to find out what works for you. The best I've ever looked is when I was doing a keto diet. And I was cheating. I was eating ice cream. I was cheating on my keto diet. But I looked really good and I was working out a lot. Let's get into this carnivore diet. It's an easy transition for me to get into the carnivore diet because I came from a keto world. I'm coming from a keto diet, a pseudo keto diet, because I wasn't strict at all. Okay. On the 1st, no, today's 1st. On Monday, which is what, the 27th, whatever Monday was, March 27th or 26th, whatever it was. I started the carnivore diet. Okay. With the keto and the carnivore, I've lost 15 pounds. I lost 13, started on the keto. And when I decided to do this, I decided to do this 2 weeks ago. So I announced it a week after I really started. So I eased into it, but I had already started losing the weight, so I'd lost 13 pounds. And so I've lost another 2.5 pounds or whatever. So altogether, I've lost about 15 pounds in over about 3 weeks. Okay? That being said, my stomach is flat. Flatter. It's not as flat as I wanted to be because I'm not working out as hard. I'm not doing as many abs. I feel I feel when I'm up, I'm up. Like when I cheat, I can tell because I need a nap. I don't sleep a lot anyway. I sleep about 4 to 5 hours a night. It's radical. I have really terrible sleep patterns, and I know that. And I know. Okay, that has a lot to do with anything. A lot to do with things. But you know what has a lot to do with things too is what you eat. So my sleep has gotten a little stronger. Like when I'm asleep. And then since going real strict, like I said, a week prior to starting this because I wanted to get into it and then announce it. I like to start something, then announce it because I'm doing it. Okay, so, but I'm saying Monday the 26th or 27th was my first day because that's when I announced it. But how do I feel? Let's get into that. When you eat carbs, say you go eat out to a steakhouse and you get the bread and you get the beans and you get your steak and you eat all that and then you just feel really lethargic. You want to go to sleep after that. And I always just tell people it's because your body is having a hard time. It wants to store the fat and the sugars while it's storing, it burn that first before it burns your belly fat and your natural fat. And so it's fighting itself. And you feel lethargic, you want to go sleep. Look, I'm not a scientist. That may not be scientific. That's how I feel. I'm telling you what I feel. Now, always on a keto diet after you eat meat with nothing else. Because when I would eat a keto diet before, let's say I get a lettuce wrap burger. I eat the lettuce, the onion, tomatoes, all that stuff. And I was getting benefit. I'm not going to lie about that. But I did feel a little, you get your sugars because it has sugar and your ketchup and all that other stuff. And then you're getting fiber through the lettuce and stuff like that. So your body still has to break all that down. When you give it one thing to eat, break down, it's pretty simple. And it starts to use your stored fat for energy. The first day I did it wasn't the best. Not even close. craved more sugar, more things that I wanted. I wanted alcohol. I knew I was going home. I was going to be hitting tequila and vodka. I don't drink beer. I wanted that stuff. You know, I was craving it. The first day I started, because cold turkey. I got a lettuce wrap, cold turkey. I had a steak, cold turkey. Water. No, I was in a bar. No alcohol. That's strange for me. So, going cold turkey, it's not a biggie because I'm coming from keto. Now, let me digress a little bit. If you're coming from a place where you're eating carbs with every meal, and then gonna try and you set your mind to go ahead and go carnivore, you got more cojones than I do. That right there is going cold turkey. That's a culture shock. That's gonna shock your body really good. You might get the runs a little bit. I don't know. I didn't go that route, but I've heard from other people that when they go cold turkey, first week or so they have the runs. They have they just have some problems. Not problems in a bad way. Their body is just transferring over. They have a lot of cravings. Remember, cravings aren't hunger. It's what you want. And it's a learned thing. It's something that you learn to do. Like you sit down and watch a football game with your boys. You grab a bag of chips. They grab a beer. I grab a Hennessy, or I grab tequila, or I grab whatever. That's a learned thing that your body's been trained to do. So when you sit down and watch a football game by yourself, what do you want to do? Grab the chips and grab something to drink. It's something you learn. Did I spit on you? Sorry about that. It's something you learn. So you have to unlearn that. And so that unlearning process is it can be one of the most difficult process, not the physical stuff that you're going to go through, but the unlearning what your habits are. So if you don't have bad habits, it's going to be easier for you. I didn't have a lot of bad habits, but I have a few. Steak and drinking, love it. Can't do that right now. I'm doing this 30-day, no alcohol, no substitute drinks except for water, agua, and steak, meat, anything you need, I want. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking to this thing, and I'm already seeing the benefits. But the first couple of days, it was my mind over my body, man. The cravings were there. It's like, oh man, you can just have a little ice cream. Oh man, you can. I craved Twix. I'd start eating Twix at night. That's why I said I was cheating on my keto. I started eating Twix every night, 2 Twix, the big ones, and I just wake up, and I knew it was helping me sleep because I was getting carbs. Your body has to break that down and store fat. Worst time to eat sugar. But I was waking up and I was seeing it. I was seeing the gut and all the other stuff. Here's the thing: is if you're gonna do this diet, be real serious about it. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, because the most depressing thing to do is to start something and go, I'm gonna do this, and then you stop, and then you get down on the diet or the process that you were doing because you didn't finish the process. So then you throw a wrench in the process and say, well, that process doesn't work for me. And then you go on to the next thing. Let me tell you something. You have a holiday period, then you have a dip, and then it comes back up, and if you stick with it, that's where, on this side of it, is where you get the benefits. It's like business. You have, like, when I first started my supplement business, before I started my supplement business, it was like, oh, everybody's like, hey man, show me, give me supplements, do this, show me what you take. I come out with it, my business tanks. Nobody's asking for cards, nobody's asking for this, nobody's asking for that. It's this part right here. It's going down, down, down. But then you level off at the bottom, and see, most people quit. This is where you got to stay the course. And when you start to see it increase, that's when you get ready to level off and make the increase in your life. That's life. Anything that you choose to do that's positive, that takes work, that's your trajectory. You're gonna be you have the honey. If you move into a new neighborhood, you have the honeymoon period, or you go on vacation. You have the honeymoon period, and then you go, and then you come, and then you go, and then you come. It's life. It's just the way things are. So you gotta what I'm saying is stick to it. Make up your mind. I'm gonna stick to this. So this is gonna be a long video. I don't care. Don't watch it. I don't care. My thing is this. So far, after that, I say the first week or first few days, it was my mind over matter. And then, to be honest with you, I didn't poop for a couple days, you know? And I was like, oh, this is going to be one of those constipated, butt-splitting poops. When I did, my stomach was like emptied out, and it wasn't hard or nothing like, you know, because one of the keys to this diet is water. This is what I drink a day, plus those little ones. I make sure to drink one of these a day. And also, I've been listening to other creators, female creators, and the one she's been doing this for 3 years. She said when she first got started, the first month or two into it, her period stopped. So for you women, her period stopped, and she started getting concerned. So she hit the blogs, the carnivore blogs, and stuff like that. And the women started telling her, no, add more fat. So she went and got some beef fat, started frying, and started eating it. Within 12 days, her period came back. And the other thing she stated, that her periods are easy now. Being on the carnivore diet, now I'm not a woman, I don't know. I'm taking her word for it. She says that she doesn't have cramps. She used to have real bad cramps the first and second day. Now it's just like a cramp or so. She says, and let her know that she's getting it, and it's real mild. But she says now she doesn't have any cramps, and she's like, I take that time to reflect, and now it's a spiritual time, and it's a beautiful time for her. She says, I have no cramps. She's, you know, and I've never heard that. I'm not a woman. I don't know. Okay, I'm just passing it on. But what I am looking forward to is her boyfriend's also on it. They've been doing it for 3 years. I suffer from allergies, and I used to suffer from asthma. When I had corona, I was stopped up, and I was back on an inhaler. I haven't been on an inhaler in years. And she said that within 30 to 60 days, her boyfriend, who they've been together for 10 years, and she said that he no longer has allergies. So I am looking forward to that. And she said that he no longer has asthma. Now, I haven't had a bout with asthma in years, since my early teens, early 20s. But after the corona, I had problems breathing, so I had to use the inhaler. I haven't had to use the inhaler. So I won't say asthma is a big thing for me, so that I'm not going to say. But I will say I have allergies really bad. And she said, yeah, he used to stick the paper in his nose like I do. And she goes, you know, since she's been on this carnivore diet, after the first 30 to 60 days, he didn't do that. So I am looking forward to that, and I'll let you guys know if that really happens. But, you know, that was her testimony. I'm just repeating hers. You know, Dr. Sean Baker said something that was really interesting. He said, you know, show me a super veggie, and I'll ask you where it grows. And he goes, because people have been eating this way in the Arctic without these superfoods, these super veggies, it's something to think about. And he goes, and they're healthy as hell, and they live longer, and they don't have the problems and whatever. And he goes, and it made sense to me, because I was buying all these products, superfoods, super vitamins that have all these veggies in it, and getting more fiber and this and that. And they're finding now that fiber isn't all that great for you. And the other thing is let me be frank. No, I'll be Dave. let me be frank. Everything the government tells you to do and how to eat, take care of your body, most of it I'm finding is do the opposite. You know that pyramid? Do the opposite. You know, follow what your grandmother taught you. You know, but you know, it's like every food. One girl was saying that every food that's processed gives her some kind of. She finds out over the 3 years of doing this carnivore diet, she finds out that everything that's processed that she'll eat every now and then, she'll throw in something, and it'll have an effect on her. Like if she wants cramps, she said she went to a family gathering and she ate something. She's like, what the hell? And when she started her period, she had bad cramps. And she says, you know, hey, you know, how you eat, what you eat, how you're stressed, what you're putting in your mouth is a big thing. Yes, if you're stressed out and all the other stuff, those are also parts of it also. But what I'm finding is, for me, number one, energy level through the roof. Number two, clarity of mind. I'm not a smart man, but I'm a smart man. My clarity has gotten a lot fucking better. Number three, did I already say energy? Of course I did. Focus. I'm not in a fog. Focus. When I'm up, I'm up. I can spring up, boom. I'm writing down my goals for every day again. And that's something that's a personal thing. But if you get lethargic and you don't feel like doing shit, you won't do that, even the simplest things. Number four, my feeling full, my muscles feeling full. Number five, now I am taking that Nugenics. My stiffies have been very good, very good. Number six, when I'm sore, I'm not as sore, and I put this to the test. I did the same amount. I look back at some of the videos of the same workout, and then, no, it's not scientific, but I didn't feel as sore, for one, and two, my recovery seemed to be a lot faster. When I work out, I feel a good pump. Yes, I'm taking Nutrigenics, and they say that that's supposed to help with sexuality and muscle recovery. I'm not going to put that all on that. I'm going to say that's still out to be known. I have a little bit more energy, but I don't need meat. I don't need any carbs to weigh me down. And so I'm truly feeling like this carnivore diet is right for me. Like I said, the most weight loss I ever had was when I was on a keto diet. The best I ever looked. Look at the pictures. 851. You see the pictures? I was on a keto diet. I think I had one when I was a vegetarian in there. I was coming from vegetarian going into the keto diet, whatever it was. But the thing of it is the most weight loss I've ever done in keeping my muscle tone has been on keto, and now I'm on carnivore. And now I've lost 15 pounds. So you tell me, man, like I said, I'm a big proponent in what you put in your mouth is your life. It has to do with your mood. It has to do with your mind. It has to do with your focus. It has to do with muscle recovery. It has to do with life longevity. It has to do with sickness, illness. Processed foods have so much dangerous chemicals in them. And all I'm eating is what God put on the ground or in the sea. That's all I'm doing. That's what He gave us in the first place. He gave us what was running around on the ground and what was in the sea to eat. Alright. So I'm following that. And I'm feeling good. I will say this, get off this. The first week, really, really hungry. I'm still going through those pains. I have to eat. It's like I have to eat. It's like I want to eat, but I'm eating smaller portions, like 2 or 3 burger patties, 2 or 3 pieces of chicken or whatever, and it satiates me. But and the first week was really bad. I was like, I gotta eat. It was all meat. I was still getting the benefits, but now I feel like it's starting to go away, and I don't have any cravings. I don't have any alcohol cravings. I heard another guy say that, and I go, you know what? Me neither. After the first 7 days. So I don't know if that's typical for everybody. I just heard another guy say that, and it dawned on me that I didn't want no tequila. I love tequila, and I love vodka. I love Hennessy, but I don't drink a lot of Hennessy. I drink a lot of vodka and tequila. So all I can say so far is 100% positive. 100%. I had a sick, but I'm gonna tell you, I had a bowel movement this morning. Wasn't hard. It was easy. My stomach feels like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll show you my shit, because it's going down. I'm seriously going down, man. I'm excited because I don't get bloated. I don't get bloated after I eat. I don't get fatigued after I eat. I keep going. I eat and keep going. If I eat a burger with bread, I want to take a nap. I already told you that, but but I don't get bloated. When I was eating, it's one thing, when I was a vegetarian, I would get bloated. Rice, it's all the starches. And if you think about it, our body's in starches and processed food. What the fuck was I thinking? I started eating what God tells me to eat, what God put on this ground for me to eat, and in the sea for me to eat. No bloated. Look at my arm. Look at you. Come on, man. Come on. 54 years old, baby. So there you have it. This is Dave from Fat to Fit. I'm not going to keep you all day. It's Dave from Fat to Fit. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I feel amazing. So, water and meat, man. So I can tell you, all meat, bacon, eggs, steak. I don't eat liver. I eat heart. I like heart. I can't find any deer heart or anything like that. You have to go down south. Elk, alligator, whatever you can find to eat, that's meat. Chickens, dove. No, I'm joking. I'm just saying, man, I feel good, if you can't tell. So this video's ran long enough. I don't think I have any more to say. This is Dave from Fat to Fit. You see me in my office. You guys have a good one. If you're gonna try this diet, get your doctor's approval. Go see your doctor. I went and have my blood work done. Go see your doctor and consult him, but also take responsibility for your own health. I have tried all kind of different things, and I do it for you guys, and I do it for my own health, because I report on it for you guys. I do it for my own health, because I want to see what works for me, and I'm telling you what's working for me right now. And I'm popping my collar. You see it. See ya.